Thank you, everyone, for taking time to view this video for the Penny Broker Lunch and Learn session for December 16th of 2021. We have a couple topics that we want to cover today very quickly. Number one, we want to cover the December 16th to December 22nd special enrollment period for those who on December 15th of 2021, Penny's deadline for January 1 coverage, we actually had a tsunami of telephone calls come in, and because we know that some folks might not have been able to make it, we've created an SEP that'll help, and more on this here in a second. And we're also going to cover adding a language to your broker profile. I'm going to do a web walk for you on that. Here's a very, very encouraging number. 357,312 as of this morning, December 16th at 8 a.m. This is what represents the record number of Pennsylvanians being protected through Pennie, and it was in no short measure due to the hard work of brokers and our partners throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So thank you so much. Open enrollment, as you know, is not over. We still have a lot of wood to chop in front of us, but what we have done is we've created a special enrollment period from December 16th to December 22nd. And here are the specifics on that special enrollment period. And I'll read over this for you. Pennie has extended the shopping deadline for coverage that is effective January 1, 2022 for those customers who experience difficulties accessing Pennie's customer service before 10 p.m. on December 15th of 2021. These customers now have, and this is the important thing, they now have through December 22nd to enroll in a plan on pennie.com for coverage that begins on New Year's Day. The extended deadline will be granted to customers who self-attest to experiencing difficulty trying to access Pennie customer service representatives on July 15th by calling 1-844-844-8040. Customers enrolling during this extension should remember to make a prompt binder payment to ensure that their coverage is in effect for January 1. Any delays could result in customers not having all of their member materials in hand on New Year's Day. If you as a broker have questions, please reach out to our broker support line at 844-844-4440. Customers, of course, can be directed to our customer support line at 1-844-8040. Now, very quickly, I just wanted to hit on some reminders, chief of which being that open enrollment for Pennie is not over. Of course, our open enrollment event are launched on November 1 of 2021. December 15th was the big day. And we had a record number of calls, a record number of enrollments, and we launched the SEP from December 16th to December 22nd to make sure that any individual who had technical difficulty or difficulty just connecting with Pennie's customer service center, that they're in a position where they can qualify for January 1 coverage. So please keep that in mind. Beyond December 22nd, we are still holding to the January 15th deadline for those who need coverage by February of 2022, February 1 of 2022. So please keep in mind that we're still in good standing. We can still help get more people protected. In addition to that, January 16th through December 31st, of course, we have our special enrollment periods for those who have a qualifying life event through plan year 2022. And that could be anything from gaining lawfully present status to losing employer sponsored coverage to falling off of Medicaid, which is an important one. We may be in a position where we see people, of course, getting married, getting divorced, having a child, having a death in the family. All of those are qualifying life events that we're here to help with throughout the course of the year. Now, in addition, one thing that I'd like to remind everyone, especially from the broker community, is if you have a technical concern, a policy related concern, a customer related concern, please reach out to 844 4440. That's the broker support line. Ideally, we want to make sure that you're keenly aware that that is your path of least resistance for getting resolutions to problems that are related to the Pennie platform, to policy related questions and nuances with customer applications, or challenges with your customer applications. Please know that 844 is the best resource for you to contact. And again, through open enrollment, we are open at the Pennie Call Center Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Saturdays for brokers and assisters, we're open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So please keep that in mind. And with that being said, I am going to transition now over to our web block, where I'd like to remind everyone of something that is of particular interest to all of us here at Pennie. Right now, we want to make sure that especially with our brokers, we want to make sure that our broker profiles are as robust as possible. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick look at Brenda Smith. Brenda Smith is one of our brokers. This is a typical broker profile here at Pennie. Now, through this broker profile, obviously off to the left-hand side, you can see where you can look at your pending individuals. That's new business, okay? You can take a look at the broker profile, which we're going to come back to here in a second. You can look at your delegation history, any tickets that you've created for your customers. You can review these here. You can also add a new individual, which again, for somebody who is looking to cultivate new business, this is one of the best ways. Whether that person walks into your office, whether that person comes through the telephone, whether they email you, whether you meet them out in public somewhere, adding a new individual is a really, really easy way to add to your book of business, okay? In addition to that, I want to look at my profile, okay? So in looking at the profile, and this is Brenda Smith, okay? One of the nice things about Brenda's profile is you've got a picture of Brenda, which is great. You've got her physical address, her telephone number, her email address, areas of expertise. She can work with individuals or families. She also speaks Spanish, okay? That's important because throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, there are a lot of individuals, a lot of our friends and neighbors whose primary language is not English. And for them, we all know, as producers, we all know that it is very, very challenging to have individuals who even speak English comprehend the concepts associated with health insurance. It can be frustrating. That's why they come to producers, is to get that professional help to make things clear. And obviously, because of the enrollment numbers that we've seen, our broker community is doing phenomenal at that. But we can also see here that, your product expertise can be built out. Why? Because, well, it's good for everyone if you can retain your book of business and build your book of business and add to your book of business by way of your activities here through Pennie. So in Brenda's case, she can sell health, dental, vision, life, She can work with individuals who have questions about Medicare, Medicare options, Medicaid, CHIP. She can also serve through property casualty. Life is good. So more on that here in a second. You can list the website and education. Now, here's the question, and we see this a lot. Do individual brokers have the ability to impact their profile? If you are an individual independent broker who has access to an account management portal, the answer is yes. You can fully build out your profile. If you are a broker or producer that is downstream, you work with a principal or you work through a brokerage, the account manager, your account manager, will be able to amend and enhance this information for you. So you can see up here in the right-hand corner, under your profile, you can see where you don't have the ability to click on edit. That's important. Same way, if we go back over here under my information, if we go here to agent information, well, this is your basic information. And again, up in the right-hand corner, you can see we don't have the ability to update that. But don't fear. If we log out of Brenda's account and we shift gears just a minute and we go into Dan Flower's account, Dan Flower is actually the agency manager for Brenda Smith. And again, Dan is the principal and Brenda is the downstream agent from Dan, okay? Under this information, and just to go over this, under the agency management dashboard, under agents, you can, as the agency manager, you can click on view your agent list. You can click on search for an agent. You can add a new agent, which again, if you click on add a new agent, and I'll just go over this really quick, the first thing you do is put in that agency information, okay? And the second thing that you do is add to the profile. So if we do that, if we take a look at our agent list, okay? In this case, we know that Brenda is the downstream agent to Dan Flower, okay? If we go over here under actions, you'll see where there's a little gear. If you click on edit, at that point, you can pull up Brenda's information. Now, you'll see her agent information here, okay? But when it comes to the agent profile, guess what? As the agency manager, you have the ability to help Brenda build out her account. So you can click on edit, and then you can go down through. And again, we're just checking on things here. We've already added a photo, which always helps. Because when people are looking for you in the Pennie Find a Local Assistance tool, they can search for you by name. They can also search for you by agency. But when they pull up your profile, if they see a photo of you, that really helps them make that connection. Say, yes, that's the person I ran into at the county seat restaurant, or that's the person I ran into at the chamber function. Keep that in mind. Picture is always a good thing. The address, we always want to make sure our address is good, but here's where we can select different languages. Right now we have Spanish listed for Brenda Smith, but let's go down through here and you've got everything from, American Indian to, my goodness, there's Cantonese, there's, a Comanche. There's all kinds of languages available. What we're going to do is we're going to add a few languages here. Knowing Pennsylvania, we're going to say, okay, she can also speak French and And you can see it's as easy as me clicking in the box to add that. She speaks French, but we're also going to add to that and say, you know what? She spent some time as a student um, in Nepal, so she speaks Nepali. Okay, so we're going to add these to enhance the profile. And this is important. Why is it important? It's important because, again, not everyone in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania speaks English as a primary language. And for those producers who highlight their language expertise and their language support that they have through their offices and through their agents, that's a tremendous help. That's a tremendous advantage that will provide you with an opportunity to engage somebody who is, number one, interested in securing health insurance, but number two, in such a way that you're meeting them where they are in their primary language and you're helping them get to that better place where you as a producer do what you do best, and that's help them protect their quality of life. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hit save. And so now we have additional languages added here under Brenda Smith. Okay. So if you are, again, when you have time, please consider checking with your agents to see if their profiles are as robust as they should be. As an agency manager, if you build out those profiles appropriately, you will attract more business through Pennie. Um, and again, we're going to log out here. And just as an example, if we were to click on find local assistance right now, okay, and here's our brokers, we know that we just updated or we just ran into Brenda Smith. So we're going to do a search, and here's Brenda Smith, and here's the French, the Nepali, and the Spanish language listed, as well as her product expertise, whether it's health, dental, vision, life, Medicare, Medicaid, CHIP, property casualty. Her information is front and center. And if we click in, there's Brenda. Here's her contact information. Um, this is a really, really easy way for customers to connect with you and to find out who you are. So with that being said, I'm going to uh, uh, basically end today's program by thanking everybody in our broker community for providing Pennie with uh, a tremendous open enrollment so far. Again, 350,312 Pennsylvanians are now protected, in large part because of producers like you. So thank you again, and I hope that you continue to do incredible work. You help Pennsylvanians get protected, and thank you again for everything that you do.